Hello everyone. Okay, so I am back and I am very excited. Today, as you can see in the title, we are going to be getting ready with kind of just an everyday look I've been doing, using the Tati Beauty Volume 1 Textured Neutrals. I think I said that backwards. And the Jeffree Star Blue Blood. So I just got Jeffree Stars, so I've been playing around with the blues. I've got the shirt on. And we are going to be trying the Becca Ultimate Coverage 24-Hour Foundation for the first time today. Also, if you guys saw my Ipsy and BoxyCharm unboxing, I also got this little guy, and I will be trying that out today as well. So let's not waste any more time and get right into it. Okay, so we're going to do the primer. Oh, it's like a pinky color. Now, I'm not huge on primers. I typically prime with oils or moisturizers or my sunscreen. But for the sake of trying, we will press this in. I have a freshly washed face. I have very reactive skin. So from washing it, my skin gets very like red and pink just from touching. And I also have some pink cheeks all the time. Okay, so that is in. And actually that doesn't feel bad. Okay. All right, so we are going to start with the eyes. Because we're using the Jeffree Star, there might be a little bit of fallout from a brighter shadow, so I want to do my eyes first so I can clean that up if I need to before I do my face. So I'm going to go in with the Tarte Shape Tape, and this is what I use to prime my eyelids and conceal my under eye. And I'm using the shade 22N. I think once I use this guy up, I might drop down a shade lighter. This one actually matches my skin tone really well, but just for kind of like a brightening and base, since I only use it on and around my eyes, I do want to lighten it up a little bit. Okay, we'll stamp that in. I think I'm just gonna do one eye at a time and then magic the other one done, so we're not making this too terribly long. Stamp that right here. Okay, so we're gonna start with the Tati Beauty Textured Neutrals Volume 1. I love this palette. I love it so much. I use this every single day. And it really doesn't even look that used yet. Okay, so I'm gonna start with Aura in Matte. Oh, wrong brush. And just put that all over the lid. Now that shade like matches my skin tone absolutely perfectly. Sometimes if I'm like on the go, I'll even like drag it under my eye to set my under eye. Okay, next we're gonna go into Matte Soothe and start on the crease. Now I'm gonna do this like I do a quick everyday makeup. I'm gonna dip in again. I love this palette so much. The formula, I mean, if you've tried it, you know. If you haven't, you should know. It's so good. Okay, now we're gonna deepen it up a little bit with Ritual in Matte. I'm just gonna stamp that in right here, right where my eye starts opening. And then drag it in a little bit. And just really deposit that color right on the outside. Now I'm recreating a look that I've posted on Instagram, and it's so easy. It is such an easy look, but I just absolutely loved it. I felt so pretty. Okay, now I'm just barely dragging it up, making sure to blend it really, really well. And then again, really focusing right here on this outer corner. All right, so that's it for Tati right now. Now I've got my blue blood, and I am going to use the shade Entitled, this really, really beautiful teal. And I just go in with my finger. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Every time I do it, I'm like, oh, wow, it's so pretty. So I'm focusing that right on the lid, and then barely just with what's left over, I'm stamping it a little bit into this darker corner out here and bringing it a tiny bit right into the crease of my eye, right up into the fold. Okay, now I'm going to go back to my blending brush and just kind of blend that together. Bring the brown down a little tiny bit. All right, that's it for the look. Well, for right now. Next, no, okay, you know what? We're gonna do the other eye really quick, do foundation, and then, yeah. So I'm gonna finish my other eye. I'll be right back. And we're back. Both eyes are done. Super quick, super easy. Now we are going to get into the foundation. Again, I have never tried this before. Also, if you're thinking I look crazy, I know, but trust the process. The eyes aren't done. Okay, we're gonna go in. Let's do 2 pumps. This does look like a thicker consistency. Oh, that seems like a lot of coverage. Okay, now we're just gonna stamp it in. Oh, wow. Okay, here we go. I might have only needed 1. This is pretty full coverage, which I don't hate. The color's not bad at all. Bring it down a little bit. Blendy, blendy. Okay. Now I did do a little bit of Shape Tape under my eyes before, and I think I'm just gonna do the tiniest little amount right on the tip, and then stamp that in right here, because this is such a full coverage. I think this will work really nicely under the eyes too. I think it might even be a little bit lighter than my Shape Tape. Okay, so I mean, that went on pretty nicely. Let's see. My eyes go in really far right here. I've got like a little dimple right there that I need to press it into. Okay. It's laying nicely on my nose. I do have issues. Oh, nose ring's coming out. I do have issues with product breaking up on my nose, so that's going to be a really big tell for me on how this wears. I mean, so far so good. Obviously this is a foundation and I'm gonna have to wear it for a little bit to see how it wears, how I like it, how my skin's feeling with it, but on first application it seems pretty good. So next I'm going to dive into the coconut setting powder from Ciate. Just a little tiny bit under my eyes. And I just bounced the foundation in, so I know I don't have any set lines right now. And then right here. That is literally all the powder I use. I mentioned in my unboxing video that I have very dry skin, so I tend to not powder. I don't set my face, I don't bake. It's just not my thing. All right, what are we gonna do next? All right, let's go in with some blush. So I am using the Milani Luminoso blush. This is such a pretty, like, peachy, pinky shade, and I really like it. Now, I am a big blush fan. I just think it's really cute. I did go a little bit heavy right here, so I'll show you how we fix that. We take our handy dandy sponge with our foundation and just pat over a little bit. Better. Done. Okay, next I'm gonna go in to Butter Bronzer, just in there. I think it's the original, just their bronzer shade. I was using another one, but it was a little bit too warm for my skin. Now, I'm not a big contour. Again, this is just like my quick everyday makeup. This is literally what I do. I go right here where a contour would be, and I focus that warmth right there, and then I bring it out and kind of melt it in with the blush, just to warm up the cheeks a little bit. And then I go in. I don't have a large forehead, but so it's not like stark white glistening at people. I do warm up around my hairline. And I have a pretty, like a little blobby nose. There's not a lot of definition in my nose. So I do, this is my nose brush. It's a Crown eyeshadow brush. And I just dip, and I go 1, 2, and then right at the end. Now, I have had my husband tell me this does nothing, but it makes me feel good, so I do it. Okay, that's it for the bronzer for now. Now, let's go back and finish up the eyes. So I am gonna go back into Tati Beauty. I am going to grab this kind of like denser angled brush and go into the matte Soothe shade, the lighter brown, and just start right on the corner of the outer lash line. And I'm gonna bring it about 3/4 of the way in. And it's okay if I bring this one down a little bit farther. And then I'm just swooping it right up to meet with my shadow up above in that kind of angle. Okay, do the other line. I'm watching the timer of the video to see how quickly I can do this. My goal is to make this less than 20 minutes. Okay, now I'm gonna dip into Ritual just one time. This is very pigmented, and I'm going to stamp it right on the outside and then meet it right up here. Kind of drag it a little bit, maybe halfway, lightly blending. There we go. Other eye. And I'm just stamping it, depositing the color when I'm first laying it down so it gets the darkest pigment off. And then I'm dragging the rest to blend. Okay. Bring it about halfway. All right, so now what I like to do is I'm gonna go back into the matte Aura shade. Aura. And then right under the brow, and then blend it so you get a good gradient of light to dark, kind of melting it all together so you don't have a harsh line. And since I do have some shimmer on the lid with this beautiful blue, I am going to go in with my pinky into the metallic Aura shade and stamp on the inner corner. So pretty. And then drag that like a third of the way across the teal, really lightly pushing and blending, and then I bring it up like that. Take my brush, buff the metallic right here, and you get that beautiful shine. And then underneath, make sure that you're dragging to connect it under the lash line, and it just pops it a little bit. See how there's that light there? So pretty. Okay, again on the other side. And at first I'm just stamping it to lay down the color, and then lightly stamping and pressing across the teal, and then up under the brow bone. Okay. Blend right here. Beautiful. Okay. Next, eyeliner. All right, so I'm going to use the Tarte Sex Kitten eyeliner. This is a liquid liner. Hold on, let me grab my mirror. All right, let me not block you. Can you see? Can we see? Here we go. So when I do my wings, I look right here, right where my eyelids meet, and I kind of follow that curve from my bottom eyelid and drag it out. And then I take that tip and I'm just gonna swoop it across. And then fill it in. There we go, there's one, almost. And then dragging right up against the lash line. And then meeting it. Done. Now for the other side. All right, and when I'm not talking, that's literally how fast it goes. All right, that is that. Now, mascara. So I am actually going to use, and I heard about this from Tati. This is the collab in, this is black brown, but I believe it's called the Wow. So there's different colors. I tried the green, the blue, and the purple, and the pink is where it's at. This is just like so affordable. It's so easy to use, and it just looks beautiful, and it's so buildable. Now again, this is an everyday look. I'm not gonna worry about curling my lashes. You certainly can do that. It does not take long. I can't find my eyelash curler. So, I'm just gonna go in layer by layer. I typically build up about 2 to 3 layers. Now your eyelashes do have 2 sides to them, so you really wanna be coating the back and the top. I think I did that backwards. So there's one coat. One and one. Now we're gonna go for 2. Oh, I know what I'm forgetting. Like, something looks really off. I am gonna do a quick brow fill in. So I actually don't do much with my brows. I like the shape. I just want them to be a little bit more filled in right here. And they are lighter than my hair, so I will darken them up a little tiny bit. Do we see this? It's so pretty. Yeah, let's go for 3 coats. Really building it. This is such a great mascara. It is sold out at my local Sally's Beauty, almost always. So if you do find it, consider yourself lucky. Now I'm gonna lightly do the bottom lashes. Yes. Make sure you scrape everything off the tip because we don't want clumps. Clumps are nobody's friends. How am I time-wise? Oh, I went past the time. It's okay, we're almost done. Okay, bottom lashes. Lovely. Next, I'm going to quickly fill in my brows. I am not big into brows. I like my brows. This is literally all I do. This is the $1 Million Brow Pencil. And I just really lightly go in and just fill in my natural brow. That's it. Maybe bring it in a little bit more. I'm happy with that. It's nice. Other side. Now my brows are naturally different shapes and I kind of like that. So this one is more curved where this one has more of an angle to it. So this one I curve and the other one I angle it. I like it. If you want your brows to be twins, by all means, do that. Okay. I'm going to take the spoolie, quickly brush through. Quick and easy. Now I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills, not to be confused with me, clear brow gel. And I'm going to brush that through. My brows don't get real wild, so I don't really need that. Okay, we're going to go in with highlighter, a quick lip, set it, and we're done. So I'm going into Brain Freeze by Jeffree Star, and I have been loving Gold Breaker right here. So I'm going to go in there, and I have a very round face, so I go right here. Do a little boop and a little line, and then the bow. There we go. Next, I'm gonna pop on a quick lip. So this is Dollface. I believe this is a newer brand. I found it at my local Rite Aid. This is in the shade Girl Power. Yes. And I love a pink lip. I think it's just like the cutest. And this is, I believe, a gloss or a satin liquid lip. Anyway, this is very affordable. It's a very, it doesn't feel like a gloss. I don't think it is a gloss. I think it's just like a satin liquid lip. Easy to put on. It's comfortable. Okay, last step. Are we ready? We're ready. Pixi Hydrating Milky Mist. I love it. I really, 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 really want to try the ColourPop Hyaluronic Acid Setting Spray. I am going to pick that up soon, but right now we're going milky. And I'm almost done. I'm almost out. Here we go. Yes, and it smells so good. Ooh, we're matching the mirror. I love that. Now, I realize with the eye and the shirt, I probably should have done a more muted lip, but you know what? This is my face. I'm just kidding. But I'm not. It's okay. Okay, this is dried, and this is what we've got, guys. So with me talking, that was not very fast, but it's a super easy look. I think the eyes are beautiful. The brown really, really blends in with that teal turquoise shade. It's just, it's pretty, it's easy. It's great. I love it. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Tune in for some fun videos I have planned, and I'll see you next time. Bye.